Hi guys, so today I just wanted to try out some of the Anna Griffin items that I picked up kind of recently. They are bringing them back for the craft day, and they already have some of these up, like the heart easel die. I already did a whole video on this guy, and it's lovely, and it was very easy to use. Only has a few pieces, so it's not super complicated. It's the Valentine's easel card die set by Anna Griffin. Again, I think right now they have for $19.95 on HSN, so it's a really great price. Let me get rid of that. There we go. And so I'm really happy to have this. And then I don't know if I'm going to use it in this video, but if I don't end up using it in this video, I will link what I used in the video where I initially reviewed it. And then while I was looking for this, oh my gosh, you guys, this is the last thing I found. I was looking through all, because I always keep them kind of in their white envelopes until I get something to put them in, like these folders. And I was looking everywhere, and it was the very last thing I found, and it was under my typewriter. I have like 15 vintage typewriters, but I have one in here, and it was underneath it, and I don't even know how I even glanced over and just happened to see like a white folder envelope sticking out from underneath it, and it was the Valentine easel after I went through maybe 20 other packages, so that was good. I'm glad I found it. But while I was looking for that, I found this one, and I thought, oh, this might be cool, because I did also get this during Christmas time with Anna Griffin, but it wasn't an auto ship. They do have an auto ship on these frames, the concentric frames, but this is not one of the ones for the auto ship. Okay, so this is beside the auto ship, which I already reviewed before, the concentric frames. But this one is called Lovely Concentric Frame Dies, and because it has like little hearts. I don't know if you see that. So I had skipped over. I was like, I'm not going to get that. But then I thought, oh, I didn't notice that they were pretty hearts that are in there. So, you know, Valentine's coming up, and I don't know if they have this one available right now on their site. I haven't been looking for it, to be honest, because I already have it. So, I'm not sure, but I do want to try this today, I think, layer it up. And then a couple other things that I picked up. And this one I was always on the fence on, because with tax and shipping and everything and the price it was $28 for these little pieces of paper. And basically, if I want to return them, I have until, you know, just the next couple days. So I was like, whatever. I just literally right now, when I made up my mind, I threw away the box, the packaging, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to keep it. It's the animal print layers, but the reason I wanted this was because I thought it would be cute with the Valentine cards and stuff like that. So it is literally 96 cardstock sheets, 5x7 and 6x6, I think equal amounts of each. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of expensive for what it is, but the patterns are pretty cool. I don't really care for the ostrich ones, maybe the pink, but I do like, you know, obviously our leopard prints and stuff like that. They have like snake or crocodile print. This one's more like just leather, like a distressed leather. And look at that snake one. Oh, that one's cool. So I'm happy to have it. I just was like, I wish it didn't cost as much as it did. And then we have these smaller pieces that are all the same patterns. So I wanted to use those. And I thought these would look really pretty with a bunch of like the flower die cuts. So I might pull some of those out. I forgot to bring them out right now. So that's that one box set. And then the 120 mini Valentine stickers and sentiments. And these right now are, I think, also $19.95 or maybe a little less. I don't remember, on HSN. So if you're thinking about craft day and you're, you know, seeing what else you can add, maybe this, I just think these are adorable. And what I like is that this one does already have some of the flower die cuts that I would want to use anyway. So I figure we'll layer some of these up with some animal pattern, animal print. Well, that's interesting. They don't have stickiness. I thought they always had like a sticky back on them. Yeah, none of them do. And then these are sentiments that have to do with like Valentine. So let me kind of think about what it is that I want to do, and then we will start die cutting and layering, because even though I do have the Valentine, the animal print papers, I don't really know how I want to layer that up, you know? So maybe I'll get some inspiration by what she has here, because it does have its own print. It's got its own thing going, and they're basically, the way she's doing this is the print is on the card, and then everything else is kind of just plain colors. Let me think, because I do have a lot of her gold and stuff like that. Maybe I'll pull out some of their, like this, like red. I do like that she has, maybe I'll do some print and print. That would be good. Okay, well, let me get some stuff together. Okay, guys, in the middle of making this video, this stuff arrived from Diamond Press, and you've probably already seen it because I'm going to have to upload that one before finishing up this other video, but wow, that's all I have to say about that Diamond Press. And it also means the background here is going to be changed because I like this little purple mat that came in that kit, so it's here. I like that it says to make something great here, but anyway, it's just really pretty, so I thought it was a nice background because it doesn't give a lot of glare like this other stuff does, right? Or my glass mat. So I picked out some papers, a couple from the animal prints. This is gold sheeting, also Anna Griffin from a kit that I picked up. That was just all gold paper, but some of them were 5x7 and then the rest are like 12x12s, I believe, in there. I think I also got that from HSN. And I'm just gonna open this up real quick. Sorry, I thought I heard something. I thought that was weird. Okay, so I'm kind of taking inspiration from like this one. This is really pretty. From this one here, just because the way I like the layers are, and then that rectangular piece there. There is no rectangle die. So basically, I'm probably gonna have to measure and then cut out my piece that will work there. So I am gonna use. That's funny because I was like, I like this one. I do like this. I'm gonna use this one. So we're gonna use this outer frame. I'm not gonna. This frame right here, it cuts itself out. So this is basically just a blackout for it or whatever, but this frame will cut its own little frame out, okay? The middle will still be there too. It doesn't cut that completely out. And then I'm gonna use this guy too. And I'm gonna leave the background the same. So this is 5x7, and I'm just gonna use that little peacock kind of stuff that I told you I didn't really like, but it's gonna kind of get covered up by this gold, so there'll be a little accent back there, and I'll be able to use the paper and not really have to waste that paper that I don't really like as much. And then I'm going to cut this little guy out in gold, and I'm going to measure this area so I can cut this piece out that'll kind of layer up in there. And then I'm going to cut out this little guy in red, and I have these two different shades of red. You know, here she has like a really pretty deep shade, but it's like a step up between this lighter shade that I have and this darker shade. So it's kind of a bummer because I kind of like this. So I'm like, but I do like this, the garishness of this one. But I feel like I should use this one. I don't know. So let me just put this to the side for right now, and we'll think about that later. But what we're going to do is, I have my Gemini in front of me, so I'm not going to go and pull out my Anna Griffin Empress. I'm just going to cut it out in here, and hopefully it'll do well enough. So again, we have our cutting plate. It's hard to see it there, but there it is. I have my paper die face down as far as the cutting portion of the die. I am going to use all the metal mat, the magnetic mat, the plastic shim, or however she calls that, and this guy. I'm going to pop it through, and then we'll see if it needs any embossing. Ooh, that's a snug fit. Dear. But I really wanted to push in there, cut it out nicely. Goodness. She's a struggling. Make sure to check out that Diamond Press video, you guys. What a cute kit. Oh my gosh. And then the auto delivery, the auto ship is so cute. So, so cute. So anyway, and that was so tight that I think I don't need to emboss it, because look at that. It's pretty much in there. It did cut all the way through this piece. I don't know if you can tell, it tore right here. Where is it? Right here. Sorry. Oh, so that's a bummer. So I'm going to have to really glue that down. Maybe we'll cover it up with something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if it's at the bottom, I might get away with covering that up. But it really went through there. So like I said, it was super tight. Maybe I could have done without the metal mat, but I wanted it to cut in one pass and not have to worry that it wasn't going to cut. Sorry, I was editing my last video and I realized my TV is really loud because I filmed the Diamond Press. I started this, I filmed the Diamond Press stuff, I went back to finish that up, and then so while I'm doing my editing, I watch news. So much news right now, guys. Gotta pay attention. All right, what do we have here? Oh goodness, here it is. So I kind of like the way it made like its own little frame, like that little area. So maybe I'll cut this paper right inside of that. So right now that's measuring about 4.5 inches by 2.5. So let's do 4.25 by 2.25. So it'll be just inside that. Well, I don't know. Okay, let's just do 4.25 by 2.25. And it was this paper, right? I'm already forgetting. So I want it the lengthwise because otherwise it'll have the pattern will be a different way. So I need it to be 2.25 by 4.25. And let me put this down here. I'm just gonna cut it here. Sorry, 2.25, which is very thin. So hopefully it doesn't look too kind of wonky because it's so skinny. It's a very small little piece. Ooh, and you see what I'm saying? I wanted it to kind of nest inside that line. like have a little mat. You can bring it all the way up to the edge. Again, it'd be 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so this is this one. Then we're gonna have this on top, which still is kind of big. I might even cut this down so that the card base will show through because it's kind of a lot, and I guess that is not my favorite pattern. And then we'll put this guy here, and then we need a little bit of red. All right, let's go with the burgundy one, even though I really want to go with the brighter red, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna tear this, put this stuff to the side. Oh, hopefully I'm not already misplacing the, here it is, my little die. Should I do it without the metal so we can see what that might look like? Let's do no metal matte, plastic shim, magnetic shim, and I'm gonna put the magnetic shim on top this time because I don't like the way it really buries into the magnetic shim. That's really why I always use the matte or the metal matte, because it really gets in there. But let's run that through and see what happens. It sounds like it's still doing a good job of cutting. Yeah, it did a good job. It doesn't look embossed at all though, so it wasn't tight enough that it did the embossing. So if I want to run it back through, I'll run it back through with the rubber embossing mat, but I'm not going to do that. And put this back here. Oopsie. All right. And I'm going to trim this down because I don't, it's not my favorite. Ooh, that'd be pretty if the background card was red. But anyway, so we're going to take a little bit off this. What did I say? We need it to be 6 3/4 basically. Just take a little bit off of it. So 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And I could have used my guillotine, I guess, so it would be in frame, but I'm just using a big cutter that's behind me. And yes, I would put this on a card base for right now. We're just going to build it up, and I've been doing that way. I don't know why. Recently, I'm like, let's just make the card and we'll do the base later. Now, you can pop this up already so it has some dimension. Maybe that's what we'll do. We want lots of dimension. I don't know how too much, but I have these big pieces from Crafter's Companion. And of course, you know, you want to put one in the middle too, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes, so I'm not going to be too picky. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I put that part facing down because maybe I'm going to cover it with some... I need to go get my eyes checked. I've been saying that for years. I don't know if you remember my whole channel. I'm like, I need to get my eyes checked. They're so bad. Oh, I pushed that. So bad right now. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one flat. So, where is, there it is. Oops, sorry guys. Oy. So I have a new nice fresh bottle of my Collal, I guess all-purpose glue. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what they call this one. I always second guess myself, but the tacky glue is the white one, and that's the one that sometimes reactivates your paper or makes it kind of really wet, and it drives me nuts. So I'm just going to use this one. Okay. And then we have our little accent piece. Now again, I can pop this one up. All right, we're gonna have a lot of dimension. Let's pop this one up too. A quick way to do this without using these tabs is to use the 3D glue gel. If you ever order from Crafter's Companion, I highly recommend throwing some of that on. Throw it in your basket because it's good stuff. Okay. Ah, see, it's still wet. Obviously it's still wet. I just used it. Okay. Alright, I'm liking this. Now, the last few things before I put it on a card base, which I'm probably going to do after, obviously, I get off here. But if you had a card base already, I would build this up on top of the card base. Obviously, you don't want to stick it down later because you might have to push it down. But I'll use a wet glue and it'll be fine. Let's see about using some of these guys. I don't know. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, things are just falling down. Oh, this one's pretty because it's kind of pale, but I kind of wanted to go with like the red ones. But at the same time, oh, I don't know how this is supposed to go. You see that it's like a hand? I don't know which direction this hand is supposed to go. Just like that? Because the flower, I guess like this, yeah. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know. I'm not good at this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, maybe like that. That's pretty. And then, look how cute this one is though. I wanted to show you guys. I mean, there's a ton of cute things in here. Look how pretty that is. But this, where is it? Here we go. Look at that. And they do have a little dimension to them already, but that's pretty too. And then we have the little dudes. I wish they would have a few different more shades of coloring with these little guys because they're all pretty pale here. But that's okay. All right, let's get this here. Well, hello, Valentine. Sending love from me to you. You know, there's all kinds of pretty stuff here. Happy Valentine's Day. I think I'm going to go with this one just because it's a different shape, right? Everything else is kind of, I think this will be pretty. Okay. Again, 3D glue gel, whatever you want. I'm just going to put this on the back. I don't know what's actually touching at this point. So every time I've seen her, I always thought these had sticky on the back of them, but I guess she just preps them, you know? So it's easy for her to just toot, toot, toot on the shows. Again, you can also pop this one up, have more dimension, but I'm just going to do this. Oh, I love it. I do like it. It's not as garish as I thought it was going to be because of the leopard print, but that's pretty and easy. I mean, to throw it together, not bad. I think a lot of these things would look so cute on the easel heart die too. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully, you know, gave you a few ideas. Definitely a nice set. I mean, it cut out really easily. Again, I might have cut it too easily, like I tore that bottom one, but the designs on that concentric, what is it called? Lovely or something like that. A concentric set are really pretty. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.